Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal, invites you to Rockin' into the Future with Tom Corbett. Hey, cadet!
Stand by to raise ship. Blast off -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
As roaring rockets blast off to distant planets and far-flung stars, we take you to the age of the conquest of space with Tom Corbett. Hey, cadet!
Attention Polaris crew. Captain Strong speaking. Report to my office immediately for orientation assignment. That is all.
As their skipper's voice crackles over the dormitory intercom at Space Academy, Cadets Tom Corbett and Roger Manning race out of their quarters and jump on the slide walk which will carry them to the Academy Administration Building. This is the moment they have been waiting for. Special training duty on one of the many Solar Guard space stations. Now, as they stride down the corridor to their skipper's office.
Astrogation.
Hey, what in the universe are you mumbling about, Roger?
Just putting in my pitch with Lady Luck, Tom.
On our assignment, you mean?
Nothing else. Just give me a nice 2-week course in astrogation right here at the Academy.
Oh, I get it. So you can date Helen Ashton every night.
That's right, Space Boy. Say, have you ever seen anything like her? What lines? Like
I know. Just like a rocket destroyer, and you're a space cruiser closing in.
Yeah, that's right. And class, listen, she's got more class.
Okay. Damp your tubes. Here's the skipper's office. Spaceman's luck, Roger.
Spaceman's luck, Tom. Well, go ahead. Open the door. Hey, there's someone with the skipper.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Captain Strong. I didn't know you were busy.
That's all right, Corbett. Just wait there. Be with you in a second.
Yes, sir.
Hey, who's the character with the skipper? I'd hate to meet him on a dark night.
Quiet, Roger.
All right, Lord. I've studied all the reports. Do you have anything to add to them?
Well, I just wanted to explain a couple of things, Captain.
There is nothing to explain, Loring. Your flights have interfered with normal spaceplane operations. And we've had to send patrol ships to haul your freighters out of trouble 6 times in the last month. All because you won't follow regulations.
I've only got a small freight business, Captain. 2 ships, that's all. I got to cut corners to compete with the big outfit.
You don't cut corners out in space, Loring. So until you learn that, your company is grounded.
What? You can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. Your charter to Venus is revoked for a minimum of 6 months. Maybe that will give you enough time to study the regulations.
Now, look here, Strong. Who do you think you are?
I'll show you who I am if you don't get out of this office right now and get that cramped ship of yours off our spaceport.
Well, Mr. Big, eh? Okay, hotshot, you win. But we'll just see if you can keep me grounded.
Boy, you really blasted him, Skipper.
And I meant to, Manning. Space travel is dangerous enough without shoestring operators like Loring adding to our worries.
Well, what did he do, Skipper?
Oh, take a couple of hours to list all the complaints. Right now, I want to give you your assignment.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Now, boys, as you know, each cadet unit is sent to a particular Solar Guard station for on-the-spot training, giving you practical experience in what you've been taught in class. The Polaris unit is assigned to a 2-week tour of duty on Venus Space Station.
Oh, no.
Anything wrong, Manning?
Oh, no, sir, but how about Astro?
What about him?
Well, he's left the unit for special duty. I guess that means we don't have to go to the space station until he returns, do we?
Cadet Astro will join your unit on the station. Any more questions?
No, sir.
All right. Now return to your quarters and get your gear together. We blast off at 1800 hours.
Say, speaking of blast off, look at that old space freighter going up.
Loring's still up to his old tricks. He didn't need that much acceleration, and he knew it.
Well, you don't have to worry about him, sir. Not after grounding him for 6 months.
Well, I hope not. That he's a sharp operator. It's better to keep an eye on him than be sorry.
Blast your hide, Ross. It's all your fault. You hadn't run that extra flight from Venus against orders, you wouldn't have made that forced landing. And on the Academy spaceport of all places, right in the lap of the Solar Guard.
Well, you want me to get the cargo through, don't you?
Yeah, but I didn't want you to act like a hotshot. Oh, they've revoked my charter for 6 months.
Who gets the franchise they took away from you?
Oh, probably the Venusport Space Freight Company. Why?
Small outfit, ain't it? With only 4 ships?
Yeah, that's right. But they're brand new.
Suppose those ships run into trouble. More than there was on yours. A lot of accidents, for instance.
Accident, eh? What kind of accident?
What do you care?
Well, I don't want to get mixed up in any killing. The Solar Guard is too tough.
Who said anything about killing? Just crack-ups. You leave everything to me. When I get finished with the Venusport Space Freight Company, they'll think they've been hit with their own private asteroid belt. And you'll be back in business again.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment. So stand by.
Say, all you space cadets, how'd you like to be in that rocket ship blasting off into space? Well, that's only one of the thrilling adventures to come in the future. Now, you've heard people say that the future belongs to those who prepare for it. Well, the smart thing for you to do is to start preparing right now. Kellogg's Pep is one of the good foods that helps you to do just that. Now, if you want to help yourself to build strong bone and muscle, one of the ways is to make sure the cereal on your breakfast table is Kellogg's Pep. And you can bet that's the cereal Tom Corbett reaches for each morning at Space Academy.
You bet I do, Spaceman. Kellogg's Pep is more than just a swell-tasting breakfast cereal. Pep gives you build-up food values, too. More builder-upper food values than any other wheat flake cereal. More than the average daily need of vitamin B1 and sunshine, vitamin D. If you have your eyes on the future, Spaceman, there's no 2 ways about it. Ask your mom to serve up the Space Cadet cereal. Kellogg's Pep.
And wait till you taste that special Kellogg malty flavor. Why, you'll be back for second helping just about every time. Now, just remember, for the cereal that gives you top-notch flavor and build-up wheat values, too, get the build-up wheat cereal, Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Drifting in a steady orbit around its mother planet, the Venus space station looks like a huge metal ball studded with gaping holes, the airlocks, which serve as landing ports for rocket ships. Now, after several days of indoctrination, we find Tom Corbett and Roger Manning on duty at their respective stations.
Space Freighter Jenny Allen from Venus Space Station. Your approach course is 197, corrected. Reduce speed to minimum thrust and approach spaceport landing deck 3. End transmission.
Working hard, Space Boy?
Well, Roger, what are you doing here?
There's nothing to do up on the radar deck. Besides, I have the emergency alarm on. Brother, of all the crummy places to be stuck.
Could be worse.
Nothing could be worse. Helen Ashton on Earth and me on a space station.
Well, we're doing an important job, Roger, and doing it well, or Captain Strong wouldn't leave us alone so much.
Yeah, he's too busy worrying about those accidents on the Venusport freight ship. Now, if I only had a teleceiver...
What do you need a teleceiver for?
To give me some company. Say, I wonder if I change the frequency...
What frequency?
Space Boy, I'm beginning to get a rocket blasting idea. See you later.
Hey, Roger, wait a minute. Roger! Oh, great. Now what kind of mischief is he up to?
I told you, Loring, I can't get near the Elizabeth Chester. All the accidents must be making them cagey.
Oh, it's even more important now to rig up another accident.
Why?
I found out that Solar Guard's going to investigate Venusport Space Freight Company. If we can set up this accident, it'll be the last straw. We'll be back in business again.
Yeah, but how? I told you I can't get near the freighter. They got guards all around her.
All right, then, there's only one way. We have to blast off with her.
With her?
Yeah. She carries passengers. We'll make a crack up in space.
Yeah, but what happens to us?
We'll get out the escape hatch in spacesuits.
And drift around in space? Oh, no, not for me.
Listen, we'll fix everything so we can jump out near the Venus space station. And when the Elizabeth Chester cracks up, we'll be the only survivors. The station will send out a jet boat and we'll be saved.
Yeah, but, that means killing the crew.
Look who's afraid now.
I don't like it, Laurie. I'd rather wait.
They can't wait. I'll go and make the arrangements for the tickets now. And you get whatever you need to make this the worst accident the Venusport Company ever had.
Jetliner San Francisco from Venus Space Station. You are cleared on Space Lane J, Level 2. Make standard check for approach orbit to Earth's destination. End transmission.
Good morning, Tom.
Oh, good morning, Captain Strong. Message for you from Solar Guard headquarters on Earth.
Thanks. It's about those accidents on the Venusport Freight Company's ships. There's going to be an investigation.
I should think there would be. They've had 4 accidents in the last week. Worse record than Loring's company.
That's strange, though, that this outfit has mule ships. Oh, well, that's space travel for you. Never can tell what'll happen. Oh, by the way, isn't Manning on radar watch?
Why, yes, sir.
Well, it's 8:47. Why hasn't he made his standard quarter-hour check?
Well, he may be plotting some space junk, sir.
Well, he's still supposed to report.
Yes, sir.
I think I'd better go up there and find out if anything's wrong.
Well, I'm sure everything's okay, sir.
Oh, you are, eh? Well, knowing Manning as I do, I'm not.
Pull in your horns, Roger. There's a space storm coming your way.
It was easy, Arnie. I switched the radar frequency on the station, beamed to a teleceiver line on Earth, and called you up, my little space pet. Genius, huh? Now, don't forget, we have a date exactly 5 days from today, and... Yeah, what do you... Uh-oh. Goodbye, baby. Morning, Captain Strong.
What's going on here, Manning?
I, was talking, sir.
Talking? To whom?
To whom, sir?
That's what I asked you, Manning.
I was, talking to Worth, sir.
Was the conversation official business?
You mean official, like here on the station?
Official, like here on the station.
No, sir.
You failed to make your quarter-hour check to tower control.
Yes, sir.
And you've altered official equipment for your personal use.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the seriousness of your negligence?
I'm aware of that,
And
sir.
can you repair the radar and use it as it was intended?
Yes, sir.
Then do so immediately. There are ships in flight depending on your information. Perhaps this is the answer to a sudden outbreak of accidents since you arrived on this station.
But this is the first time I've done this, sir.
I can only believe what I see, Manning. Maybe this is the first time. I hope, for your sake, it is.
Yes, sir.
Meantime, when you are not on duty, you are confined to your quarters. I'll decide on disciplinary action later.
All right, come on, Ross. Hurry up and get that spacesuit on.
Take it easy, Loring. We got plenty of time.
No, we haven't. Control deck is already in contact with the space station.
Okay. Okay, help me get this over my shoulder. Okay, I got it now.
All right, we better put on our space helmets now. Might not get a chance later.
Yeah, you're right.
You all set?
All set. Better check the companionway. Make sure it's clear. Some of the crew might think it's kind of funny for us to be walking around in spacesuits.
Hold it. It's all clear. Come on.
Yeah, sure, you know what to do, Loring.
Yeah. I smashed the hydraulic system leading to the steering vane.
Right. As soon as you finish the job, I cut the radar and communication cables. Lucky for us, we can reach the cables and the system lines near the control deck hatch.
Easy now. There's the hatch. Got your tools ready?
Yeah, I'll open the access plate.
Come on, hurry up, Ross. In 10 minutes, I want this ship to be space dust.
Elizabeth Chester from Space Station. Correct your course and reduce speed. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Corbett, what's wrong?
It's that space freighter, the Elizabeth Chester. She isn't decelerating fast enough and hasn't corrected course for the airlock approach. I can't seem to raise her.
Well, isn't she following the radar beam in?
No, sir. 6 degrees off.
Well, keep trying to raise her. I'll go up to the radar deck and see what's wrong.
You'd better, sir. Another minute on this heading and she'll plow right into us.
Manning.
Aye, Captain Storm?
What's the matter with your radar beam on the Elizabeth Chester? She needs it to get into the airlock.
I've got it on her, sir, but they're not picking it up.
Are you sure you reset the beam properly after that stupid trick you pulled?
Yes, sir, I'm positive, but it just isn't reaching the Elizabeth Chester. I don't know why.
Manning, if that ship crashes, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Hey, the disaster alarm.
Attention emergency crews! Attention emergency crews! Stand by for crash approach! Near airlock 7. Stand by for crash approach!
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment, so stand by.
Here's the latest word about the sensational new prize you get in every package of Kellogg's Pep. It's called a Magic Eye. The Magic Eye is a bright, shining plastic disc with a picture mounted in the center. But wait! Here's the big news. You can jiggle the Magic Eye, and the picture actually starts moving in exciting action.
Yes, Spaceman, the word is going around. The Magic Moving Picture Eye is the terrific new prize that you get free at no extra cost in every package of Kellogg's Pep. You just get a package of better than ever Kellogg's Pep. Open it up, and there's your Magic Eye. Nothing to mail in and no waiting.
And can you have fun with these Magic Eyes? With one, you'll see a giant locomotive thundering down the track. Another Magic Eye shows a Douglas jet plane streaking through the clouds. And besides, you can see Paramount star Bob Hope swinging a bat. Tennis star Bobby Riggs showing his famous backhand. Yes, you can get as many as 16 different Magic Eyes, each one crammed with exciting action. Start your collection today. Get a package of Kellogg's Pep from your neighborhood grocers. Open it up, and while you're enjoying the best-tasting wheat cereal ever, you'll be having fun with a Magic Eye that comes right on the package. Don't wait. Start your Magic Eye collection now. Get the Build-Up Wheat Cereal. Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
A space freighter has crashed into Venus Space Station. The Elizabeth Chester, sabotaged by Loring, the owner of a rival freight company, and Ross, his chief pilot. Now, an hour later, Tom and Roger wait anxiously for Captain Strong.
Oh, sit down, Roger. Everything will be okay.
Nothing will make all those guys in the crew okay, Tom. I'm nothing but a space-happy bum. Now they'll probably kick me out of the academy.
Roger, are you sure that beam was working?
Tell you, Tom, I had the Chester smack on the button. I checked it 4 times. I know that beam was okay.
Well, there's one way to find out, Manning.
Captain Strong.
Do you have any suggestions, sir? We'll try anything.
I know that beam was okay, sir.
Manning, you still face a serious charge for changing a frequency scale, but I don't think you would deliberately lie, so here's what I want you to do.
Want more coffee, Ross?
Who wants coffee when there's going to be an Academy investigation? Suppose they find out that we cut the radar cable.
Relax, will you? Strong doesn't suspect a thing. Besides, he has the cadet under arrest.
You don't know these guys in Space Academy. They don't stop digging for facts, they'll find out.
They can't prove a thing. The crew's dead, and the ship's nothing but a pile of junk. Here, drink this coffee.
I know we shouldn't have tried it. It was crazy. It was all your idea, Loring.
Will you forget it?
They'll find out, I tell you.
Shut up, you fool. Here comes Strong. Ah. Hello there, Strong. I wanted to talk to you, see about transportation to Venusport.
You're not going to Venusport, Loring. You're under arrest. You and Ross.
Arrest for what?
Sabotage and wholesale murder.
Oh, you're crazy. You can't prove anything.
Yes, we can, Loring. We just checked that radar beam with a dummy run on a jet boat. The beam was in perfect order, on the exact frequency.
Okay, so it was. How does that make us guilty?
Well, that in itself didn't, but it opened up a whole new line of investigation. It showed there must have been something wrong with the space freighter's receivers, and we examined the wreckage closely. We found that the radar cables had been cut. So had the hydraulic lines for the steering deck.
You're trying to pull a fast one. That space freighter's just a mess of junk. It smashed itself to pieces. They're lost out in space.
Oh, no, Loring. You forgot an elementary rule of space. Everything drifts in a regular orbit. Nothing is lost in space. And the wreckage of the Elizabeth Chester floated along right with the space station. So it was an easy job to find the section where you'd cut the cables and broken the hydraulic system.
I told you, Loring. I told you it wouldn't work.
Shut up, Ross.
No, I'm getting out of here. They're not putting me on a penal asteroid.
Ross, come back here. Ross, get away from that airlock.
Ross, no!
The poor devil, he picked the wrong airlock.
Hey, he's gone.
Yes, that airlock opened out into space. No one can help him now. He's paid in full for the crew of the Elizabeth Chester. Well, boys, Loring made a full confession, and I'm taking him back to Earth for trial. But Manning, so help me. If you get into any more trouble...
I promise, Captain Strong, from here on in, I'm strictly an earthworm.
Skipper, suppose Ross hadn't run for it. There wouldn't have been any proof at all.
No, there wouldn't. But it was the one thing I counted on most. Ross was an old Space Academy cadet, a few years before me. Oh, he didn't graduate, but he knew how thorough the Academy is in its investigations and what it means to accuse a cadet of a crime. He couldn't take it.
Gosh, we're important people.
Oh, you're not important. It's what you represent, Manning. And that's what Ross was afraid of. He knew when a Space Academy cadet or a Solar Guard officer says black is black, it's not green, pink, gray, or blue. It's black. And remember that, Manning.
Uh-oh.
Roger, what's the matter?
Well, does that include everything you say to everybody?
Everything?
Oh, no.
What's the matter, Manning? Well, you look sick.
With all the promises he's made to about 24 girls, I guess he should look sick.
Don't miss the next action-packed adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, on Thursday, when Tom and Roger receive a deadly warning that sends them into the jungles of Venus in Part 2 of The Space Station of Danger. Tune in, same time, same station, for the next thrilling interplanetary adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Brought to you by Kellogg's Pep, the Build-Up Wheat Cereal.
Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas, can also be seen on television and appears in the comic sections of many of America's leading newspapers. Look for it daily and in weekend editions. Featured in the cast were Edward Bryce and Jan Merlin. Today's program was written by Richard Jessup and directed by Drex Hines. Jackson Beck speaking.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret. Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
And what a secret! In Kellogg's Raisin Bran, the tasty raisins are dipped in honeycomb. That means plumper, more tender raisins, along with delicious golden crisp bran flakes, both fruit and cereal, all in one box. And no other raisin brand but Kellogg's gives you the tender goodness of raisins dipped in honeycomb. That's Kellogg's secret. So for your breakfast, make sure you get Kellogg's, because
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
This program came to you from New York. America is sold on ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Stand by for Space Cadet in 30 seconds. Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret. Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
Yes, Kellogg's brings you the secret of a more delicious breakfast treat. It's new, it's wonderful. It's Kellogg's Raisin Bran, both fruit and cereal, all in one box. You get plump, tender raisins dipped in honeycomb, along with delicious golden crisp bran flakes. So try the new fruit and cereal combination. Get Kellogg's Raisin Bran, because
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
And now, Kellogg's Corn Flakes, the cereal that helps you have more punch till lunch, invites you to rocket into the future with
Tom Corbett, Space
cadet.
Stand by to raise ship. Blast off -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
As roaring rockets blast off to distant planets and far-flung stars, we take you to the age of the conquest of space with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Like a giant metallic ball hanging in the vacuum of cold black space, the Venus space station swings around its mother planet in silent orbit. Inside the cavernous man-made satellite, Space Cadet Tom Corbett and his friend and unit mate Cadet Roger Manning, on a tour of special training duty, go through the routine procedure of directing a rocket ship to a landing in one of the station's massive airlocks.
Space freighter Betty Swift from Space Station Control. Hit forward braking rockets. Steady as she goes for airlock 12. And stand by mooring cables. End transmission. Control tower to radar bridge. Check in.
Radar bridge aye. What do you want?
Check the angle of approach for the Betty Swift, Roger.
Way ahead of you, Space Boy. She's right on course.
Thanks. Stand by. Attention crew, airlock 12. Stand by for arrival of space freighter Betty Swift. Energize magnetic mooring lines. Contact in 90 seconds. That is all. Okay, Roger. Log her in.
Right, Tom. Say, how about grabbing a bite to eat? I'm off duty at 1100 hours.
So am I. Meet you in the mess hall in 10 minutes.
So then I told her I was coming back in 3 days. She could take it or leave it. And she took it. She'll be waiting at the gate when we get back to the academy.
Honestly, Roger, don't you ever get tired of talking about girls?
Oh, no, Tom. Space dolls and spaceships. That's for me.
Well, changing that frequency setting on the radar just to talk to a girl almost got you thrown out of the academy.
Yeah, it was close, but you gotta admit it was a good idea.
If it hadn't have been for Captain Strong making Loring confess to sabotaging that space freighter, you'd be headed back to Earth with Captain Strong facing a charge of murder, the way Loring is now.
All right, Loring. Here's your food. I'll slide it through the panel in the hatch.
Hey, how about opening up strong so I can take a little exercise? Cabin's so small I can hardly stand up.
Well, you should have thought about that when you sabotaged that freighter.
All right, save the sermon. Are you going to let me out or not?
Well, I guess it is a little cramped in there. All right. You've got 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Don't do me any favors.
And be careful, Loring.
Go on. You can put away that Ray Strong unless you're afraid of me.
Just keep walking.
You guys in the Solar Guard give me a page. Nothing but a bunch of self-righteous clowns playing soldier. What do you get out of it? Glory?
A man like you wouldn't appreciate what it means to live honorably and fight injustice.
I suppose the Solar Guard taking away my franchise for space freighting wasn't an injustice, huh?
Well, you forced them to, Loring.
What do you mean?
You made unscheduled flights in obsolete ships. You had 7 accidents.
Nothing wrong with those ships. With the pilot, Rod.
Just like you to accuse someone who can't defend himself.
Now, with Rod dead, you'll have a hard time convicting me. It was his idea to sabotage the ship.
You forget we have your testimony on record.
Yeah, but...
Keep walking, Loring.
Rocket Scout 7, J4 from Venus Space Station. Come in.
Hey, that's one of your Boy Scouts, Strong. You better see what he wants. Might need some help from the big soldier.
That's enough, Loring. Now just stay where you are. Venus Space Station from Rocket Scout 7, J4. Go ahead.
This is Corbett, sir. Just thought I'd check if everything's okay.
Everything's okay here, Corbett. Thanks for being concerned. Well, has Manning gotten into any more trouble yet?
No, sir. But there's no telling. He's worried about Astro arriving and rubbing it in about the radar.
He should be thankful that's all he's got to worry about. Astro should be joining you on the station soon.
Okay, sir. transmission.
And transmission.
I'll show you some faceless luck,
All
Strong.
right, get back. Get back.
You're too careless, Strong. You should never let a prisoner get too close to the control panel. The acceleration levers come out too easy, and they make good blackjack. Now, my friend, you're going for a long ride in this rocket scout. By the time you wake up, you'll be missing one prisoner.
Say, when things start happening to the space cadets, they happen fast. That's why a space cadet makes sure he's ready for action right from the time he rolls out of his bunk in the morning. First thing, he heads for the mess hall and helps himself to a good, nourishing breakfast built around Kellogg's cornflakes. A space cadet knows Kellogg's cornflakes are quick energy food that they help him soak up for a quick blast-off. As Astro would say,
If you want to be a real space ace, you want to stay right in shape. And that means getting the right kind of food. Now, take breakfast, for instance. A bowl of Kellogg's cornflakes is a bowl of real quick energy food. And when I pour them in the bowl, I know I'm going to like them. Take it from me. If you want to keep in shape, have yourself a good, nourishing breakfast every morning and build it around Kellogg's cornflakes.
right, Astro. And fellows and girls, you'll be helping yourself to more punch till lunch. More punch till lunch. So start enjoying Kellogg's cornflakes, the favorite ready-to-eat cereal of the whole universe. And now, there's a big announcement coming later in the show about a special offer from Kellogg's cornflakes. So call Mom to the radio because she'll want to hear all about it.
It is evening, 6 hours after the last teleceiver contact between Captain Strong on the rocket scout bound for Earth and Tom Corbett at Venus Space Station. Now, unaware that Loring has escaped, leaving Captain Strong unconscious on the rocket scout, Tom and Roger Manning, wearing their spacesuits and helmets, saunter idly around the outer deck of the station, relaxing between watches.
Boy, that last watch was a long one, Roger. I thought it would never end. Say it again, Space Boy. I've looked into that radar screen so long I've got sleep before my eyes. All I want to do now is log sack time, and plenty of it. Good idea. All right, open the airlock. Go ahead, Space Boy. I'll equalize pressure and oxygen. Okay. I'm glad to get this helmet off. I hate these fish bowls. You'd be a little uncomfortable without one. Out there in space? Yeah, just a little. Go on, open the inner airlock.
Attention all hands, emergency alert.
Hey, what's going on? Quiet, Roger. Let's get this.
Captain Strong has just reported the escape of the Solar Guard prisoner, James Loring.
Tom, you hear that? Amp your tubes, will you?
All Solar Guard units in space and all space stations are advised to be on the alert. It is believed he will try to reach Venus in a jet boat stolen from the rocket scout. All radar scanners are to be manned by double watch. Any unscheduled or unauthorized space flights will be reported to Solar Guard headquarters on Venus immediately. That is all.
That's enough. Come on, Roger. You're a radar technician. Let's get up to your station and start scanning. Okay, Tom. If we don't find that creep Loring, Captain Strong's going to get it in the neck. Hey, Tom. You take over for a while, will you? Give me a chance to rest my eyes. Sure thing, Roger. You didn't fight anything, huh? Nope. Nothing but space junk, small meteors and things. Oh, and those 3 spaceships that landed a few minutes ago. I wonder if Astro was on any one of them.
He sure was, Tom.
Huh? Astro!
In the flesh.
Well, blast me to space dust if it isn't the old Venusian grease monkey. Astro, are we glad to see you?
Hey, stop it. Now, cut it out. Quit it, fellas. Wow. Some way to greet an old pal.
We've missed it.
Just a little homecoming.
Yeah, we sure did, you big ox.
Big what?
Hey, put me down. Stop squeezing me. You're killing your best friend.
Just
Glad to see you, Roger.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Well, what have you fellas been doing? Besides changing the radar frequency to talk to the girls back home?
Huh? How did you know?
The whole academy knows. Wait till you get back. You're in for it, hotshot.
No, I don't want to go back.
I don't see how you're still in one piece, Raj. I thought sure Captain Strong would have cut you into little pieces for that trick. Hey, where is he anyway?
Don't you know?
Huh? Know what?
He's in trouble, Astro. Loring escaped.
The crater's a Luna. How did that happen?
Loring slugged the skipper and beat it out of the rocket scout in a jet boat.
And if he isn't found, Captain Strong's liable to be busted.
Uh-oh, he is in for it.
Blast it, there ought to be something we can do.
Sure. If we were in trouble, Captain Strong wouldn't hesitate to help us.
You're right. He helped me with that radar routine.
We don't even know where Loring is.
Well, he escaped in a jet boat. And he can't get very far in that.
Well, Captain Strong said he might try to get to Venus.
Astro,
Yeah?
where would you go if all you had was a jet boat and you wanted to hide where no one would find you?
Gee, I don't know.
Isn't there any place on that jungle-infested planet that
That's it, sure.
What?
The jungle. I used to hunt there when I was a kid. Boy, it's plenty wild.
Good place for you.
Oh, cut it out, Roger. This is serious. Go on, Astro.
Well, the jungle's right on the equator. Stretches for thousands of miles all around the planet. I used to hitch rides on jets hauling freight and supplies down to the mining camps. And I went out into the jungle to hunt dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? Are you kidding? They went out of style on Earth millions of years ago.
Maybe on Earth, but there are plenty of them on Venus. Dinosaurs, giant lizards, pterodactyls, everything.
Nice, friendly place.
Could a man hide there?
And how? Besides the jungle itself, there are plenty of old, worked-out mines. If Loring went there, you'll never find him unless he wants you to.
And Loring isn't coming out unless he's forced.
Well, we're not doing any good sitting here and gassing. Let's go.
No, Roger. We've got into enough trouble around here. Astro and I will take a jet boat, and if we're lucky, we can be back here before anyone misses us. How about it, Astro?
Fine by me.
Hey, you're not leaving me out of this.
You're staying, Roger. If I have to tie your legs with your arms and stuff your hands and feet in your mouth.
Why, you overgrown hunk.
What?
Okay, I'll stay. You don't have to get tough about it.
Oh, that takes care of Space Boy, Tom. So let's go.
Right. We'll find Loring if we have to turn Venus inside out.
Make sure he doesn't find you first.
If he does, it'll be a relief not seeing your ugly puss again. Let's blast, Tom.
Right behind you, Astro.
Hey, fellas.
Yeah, what now, Roger?
Nothing. Just spaceman's luck.
That's the way it happened, Manning. When I talked to Corbett on the teleceiver, Loring slipped up behind me and slugged me with an acceleration lever. When I came to, well, he'd escaped.
He was taking a chance going out in that jet boat, Captain Strong.
What did he have to lose? Unlucky he didn't try to kill me.
Will there be an investigation of his escape, sir?
Investigation?
Well, sir, Loring was in your custody, and...
It won't look very nice on my service record, but Commander Arkwright is giving me every chance to redeem myself. He made me leader of the search squadron.
You have a whole squadron searching for Loring?
Why, the entire Solar Guard is searching for him. He's a criminal, Manning, and dangerous. I'm in command of 7 rocket destroyers sweeping space between Mars and Earth.
Jumping Jupiter. And Tom and Astro just went after him in a jet boat.
They what?
Yes, sir, when we found out what's on you, so Astro and Tom blasted off in a jet boat to go looking for him in the Venusian jungle.
Why, those little idiots.
They only wanted to help you, Captain Strong.
Oh, yes, of course. I appreciate what they're trying to do and why they're doing it. But Loring is a desperate man, and he won't hesitate to kill if he has to.
Well, Tom and Astro can take care of themselves, sir.
I'm sure they can, but we've got to make sure. Get your gear, Manning. We're blasting off. We've got to find Tom and Astro before Loring does.
Well, we've been searching for nearly 2 hours, Astro, and no sign of him. Our fuel's about gone.
I guess we'd better start back. Useless to keep looking for him in this place. We'll never find him.
Well, here we go, then.
Hey, wait a minute, Tom. Look, over there.
Huh? What?
To starboard, down by that abandoned mine shaft. See, there's a shack in the...
Right beside it is a jet boat. Hang on. We're going in for a closer look. Loring's jet boat, all right, Astro. There's the ID number on the stabilizer. 7J4.
But now, where's Loring?
Well, I don't think he would have gone too far from the boat.
Hey, suppose he spots our boat, Tom. It'll tip him off that we're after him.
You'll find out sooner or later. Besides, I hope he does. It might scare him into blasting off in this boat. Then we don't have to chase him through the jungle. We can wait here for him.
Oh, I'd feel a lot better if I had a parallel ray gun.
We won't need it if we can surprise him. Come on. Let's hide right in the jet boat.
Stop
Then
for
we'll...
this, honey boy.
Break enemy ghost. Loring.
Hiding in the boat all the time.
Yeah, that's right. Getting a bang out of all your big talk about capturing me.
It isn't talk, Loring.
No, Buster, or I'll freeze you.
Try it.
Astro, look out!
You asked for it. Astro! Makes a real pretty statue, don't he? You want some of the same, Buster?
All right, Loring. You win. But neutralize the parallel ray. Let Astro go.
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, you're going to join him in the deep freeze. You two make nice picking for the animal life around here. Like that one, for instance. It's a Tyrannosaurus, a real killer. And he's been prowling around here, so I guess he's hungry.
Hey, now wait a minute.
He must have picked up your scent. All right, Buster, get set. In a few minutes, you and that man-eater are going to get real chummy.
Looks like a big, exciting adventure is coming up for the Space Cadets. And here's a big, exciting announcement for Mom. Did you call her to the radio? Swell. Mother, have you sent for your baking set? The wonderful 10-piece baking set Kellogg's is offering? It's an amazing bargain, too good to pass up. Just listen to all you get. A new kind of mixing bowl holds a generous 5 cups, 4 standard measuring spoons, 4 cookie cutters, a handy bowl scraper, and beater combined. And each piece sparkles and gleams with color. Cheery reds, sunny yellows, brilliant greens. There's such cheerful, gay colors to have around your kitchen. And wait till you see the bowl, made of a new kind of plastic that's absolutely unbreakable. You can even wash it in hottest water. The cookie cutters are different, too. They're real clever, shaped like hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades with such keen, sharp edges. And what a bowl scraper. The curved edge makes it extra handy. And listen, all 10 pieces are yours for less than you'd pay for the bowl alone. Just send 50 cents and the tops from any 2 boxes of Kellogg's Corn Flakes to Kellogg's, Box 926, Toronto, Ontario. That's 2 Kellogg's Corn Flakes box tops and 50 cents. Send to Kellogg's, Box 926, Toronto. But hurry, send for yours today.
As the roar of the deadly Tyrannosaurus, a prehistoric monster that existed on Earth millions of years ago and still lives on Venus, roars through the jungle, Loring, the escaped criminal, raises his parallel ray and aims at Tom, who stands helplessly beside the already paralyzed body of his friend Astro.
Here he comes, Junior. Less than 100 yards away. I'm going to leave you two for him.
No, Loring, you can't. It's murder.
What do I care? So long, Buster. I'll watch the party from my jet boat upstairs. Have a good time.
Loring, wait. No, Loring!
And that takes care of both of you.
It's no use, Captain Strong. We've searched every inch of the jungle for 1,000 miles around. We've got to go back to Venusport and refuel.
Well, I'm afraid you're right, Manning. Although I hate to think of Tom and Astro alone down there with night coming on.
Yeah, with all those monsters you were telling me about. Hey, look down there. Isn't that one of them?
Mm-hmm. Certainly is. A Tyrannosaurus, the deadliest of the lot.
What in blazes, Skipper? Look, right behind the whatever you call it. A jet boat trying to blast off.
Manning, it's the boat from the rocket scout.
The one Loring took?
Yes. Hang on, we're going after it.
Too late, Skipper. Look, that monster reached up and grabbed it.
Great Jupiter. Why, he's tearing the boat apart.
Skipper, you don't think maybe Tom and Astro were in it?
No. No, look. One man. In civilian clothes.
Then it's Loring?
It was Loring.
Oh, brother.
And there goes the monster, back into the jungle.
That was pretty awful.
Hey, wait a minute. Look down there, Manning. By that old mine shaft. Isn't that Tom?
And Astro. Yeah, I'd know that Venusian rocket head anywhere. But they're just standing there. They aren't moving. What's the matter with them?
Hang on. We're going down to find out.
Skipper, you don't know how awful it felt. Seeing your jet boat and not being able to wave or anything.
This was the first time I was ever hit with a parallel ray, and I don't ever want to go through it again.
It didn't do you any harm, Astro. You're good as new.
I don't know, Roger. I still can't believe Tom and I weren't the main course on that monster's menu.
Well, what happened here anyway, boys?
Oh, we walked ourselves right into a trap, Captain Strong. And Loring froze us and left us for that Tyrannosaurus.
But how come it got him?
He made a mistake. By freezing us, we couldn't move. Couldn't run or anything, but he moved. Ran into his jet boat. And when the monster came through the trees, well, he was attracted by the movement.
I see. And it ignored you to go after Loring.
That's it, sir.
Sure did a job on that jet boat. I hate to think of what it could have done to us.
Oh, it wouldn't have touched you anyway, Astro.
Oh, no?
Nah, with that tough Venusian hide of yours, you would have given him a first-class stomachache.
Don't miss the next action-packed adventure with Tom Corbett and the Space Cadets on Tuesday, when the boys are given weekend liberty and Tom is shanghaied aboard the Deep Spacer. Tune in, same time, same station, for the next thrilling interplanetary adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Brought to you by Kellogg's Corn Flakes, the cereal that helps you have more punch till lunch.
Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas, also appears in the comic sections of many of Canada's leading newspapers. Look for it daily and in weekend editions. Featured in the cast are Al Markham as Astro, Jan Merlin as Roger Manning, and Edward Bryce as Captain Strong. Today's program was directed by Drex Hines. Jackson Beck speaking.
Say, like to make breakfast more fun, have a different cereal every morning? Then ask Mom to get Kellogg's Variety Pack. You see, Kellogg's Variety Pack is an assortment of all favorite cereals. 10 individual-sized packages in one handy carton. With Kellogg's Variety on the table, you can pick and choose to your heart's content from such favorites as Kellogg's Corn Flakes, Pep, Rice Krispies, Kellogg's Raisin Bran, and others. Remember, each of the 10 individual packages in Kellogg's Variety Pack is a generous serving. You choose and open your own package yourself. And because each package contains exactly one bowl full, the cereals stay extra crisp and fresh. So just for fun, make breakfast fun. Ask Mom to get Kellogg's Variety Pack.